Hi, this is Heartlight's Reflections, and I'm Nancy Joy, and I'm recording this right at about exactly the time the August 10th full supermoon goes direct. And it's a very, very powerful one in Leo with lots of planets in Leo right now. So in a way, it's a favorable time, but it's also a very intense time because the moon is closest to the Earth at this time. There's three super moons in a row, last month, this one, and next one on September 9th. But the middle one is where the moon is actually the very closest to the Earth. So we're feeling all things moon deeply and intensely right now. And this comes to shine light on and put energy on the August 8/8 Lion Stargate, which was Friday, and there was a worldwide meditation which I participated in. I guess many did, and that was very powerful. What happens during the Lion's Gate is that the galactic sun Alcyone, I don't know how to pronounce it, Alcyone, is beaming directly onto the Earth an amazing amount of love frequency, and it's coming into every human heart and into Gaia. And it's very, very powerful. But it can also be a little bit like taking a drink out of a fire hose, because that intensity of love kind of disturbs things, shall we say, that we are repeating and maybe stuck in or just being in. And, so many of us we're sort of knowing things are changing, but where is the change? Because we look outside at our world and boy, we're not liking the direction it's changing, right? And so, it can be disturbing. And what I'm feeling personally, I'm feeling the intense love of this energy right now, which I'm sure as you tune in, you all can. And yet I'm also feeling this flux, like this wind or wave, and it's intense at times. And in that intensity, it's stirring up a lot of old, I'm going to use this word, shit, that I thought, perhaps she thought, was long gone. Kind of like the old metaphor of the fish tanks looking pretty good until you decide to clean it. And then, whoa, so much stuff buried in the rocks. And you're not looking at it, so you can pretend it isn't there, right? And we all do a certain amount of that. And that's why I love this card. I was in Florida for a friend's surprise 70th birthday party a couple weeks ago. And we were, doing some shopping, and I love greeting cards. And I found this line of cards by Pondering Pond that I just loved. If you can run into them, they're so great, the art and the feeling. And this one had a lady just bursting through like a big sheet of paper or something. She was bursting a hole through, flying through. And in the background, you see words like self-doubt and frustration and all that kind of stuff, busting through. And the written part says, she let go, forging a hole through the air as she screamed past her limitations. And I just have to tell you, that exactly sums up what I'm feeling now. That's being disturbed, and, everything's being disturbed. And the outside is kind of that reflection. We're sitting there in our meditation in love and in peace and feeling so good. And yet, you got to be honest with your feelings. There's frustration, and you begin to doubt, where is this new reality? I mean, we just can't help it. And in some ways, we're like that horse. When these feelings surface that are so uncomfortable, we're going to run back into our old patterns, run back into the burning barn, which is, of course, not where we want to be. And I remember years ago when I studied with Trumvalo, he said things would become so uncomfortable out in our, let's call it reality, that we're going to go deep within and go into that sacred space and hang out there as much as possible. And in order to do that, we have to let go. So the first words in this quote is, she let go. Because, we get stuck in looking at how terrible things are sometimes, and you can't help yourself. So a friend of mine, Peggy Lynn, had a friend whose name I don't remember, but she came up with this great mantra, let's say, and it's STAR, star, which I think fits really well for right now because the central sun, the star Alcyone, is beaming this love at us. And STAR stands for S, surrender, T, trust, A, accept, and R, receive. So when we can bust through all those old patterns, all that self-doubt, and you do it by letting go. You let go of it and you bust through past your limitations. That's what you're busting out of. And that's what these old patterns are. That's what these old thought forms are. So, that's kind of it in a nutshell. And it's a very, very powerful week. And the Stargate continues until August 25th. So we've got that full moon push. And that's probably right around the time, I didn't check it, I'm guessing that the new moon comes to start something very new for us. So I'm going to say, I'm feeling, and Ezekiel backs me up, we're in a final push, but it's not about doing anything to make it happen. It's about letting go of the old. And we say we want to change, but there's always resistance to change. And you just think of this power of the love coming through and sweeping away all this old stuff. Well, in order to clean anything and sweep anything away, you have to see it. So that's what we're doing, and there's excitement in that. So center on that, focus on that, let go and push through your limitations, and catch the magic of this powerful time we're in right now, especially the 8th to the 25th, backed up and accentuated by the super full moon occurring right now in a neighborhood where you live. So have a great week and take care of who you are. I have one quick thing to say about the Pay It Forward. Got a lot of comments, and I know a lot of you, everyone out there, you give all the time. You give and give and give. You are always paying it forward. I feel the same. We all are. But maybe maybe I didn't express this well. This is about shifting something in you by giving out of the box of the spiritual. I help people really out of the box giving, unique giving. Like I talked about taking bills and just giving them to people you don't even know for no other reason that you just feel like it. Or make a meal and go take it to a homeless person. Move past your fear. This is a new way of giving. Or wear a sign in a crowd. I saw this on YouTube. Walk through a crowd with a sign that says 3 hugs, and catch the magic in a new way, because I think we all become a little stuck sometimes in that. So that's the Pay It Forward challenge. Keep doing your good work, but create something out of the box in August. Catch the magic and share that with me. I'm excited to hear about it. Again, take care of who you are, and we'll see you next